Advertising is one of the largest markets in the United States. In 2016 alone, $206 billion were spent on advertising. In fact, we are exposed to over 5,000 advertisements a day. Unbelievable, right? But what is even more unbelievable is that a large portion of the money that is invested into the advertising market is wasted. And it all boils down to one reason: generalization. Companies are mass producing generalized advertisements without really knowing their audience. For example, have you ever received advertisements that don't really interest you at all? Like receiving catalogs for dog food when you really own a cat? Or baby products when you don't even have children?
I don't even have kids.
Chances are that you've had this experience. But what if there was a way to change this? Wouldn't receiving advertisements be more enjoyable if you were actually interested in what they had to say? Well, I'm here to tell you that we, here at PersonADlity, can make it possible with just 2 words: personalized ads. Our goal is to work closely with national brands in order to create tailored content for their consumers in the form of a personalized catalog. Take Jane and David for example. They both recently purchased products from Adidas. If Adidas were to use our services, through our database analysis, we would first determine if their client database is up to date with current information such as age and location. This, however, wouldn't be enough information, so we would enter the social media research and proprietary algorithm stage, where we would be able to determine Jane and David's key interests, like David's love for basketball or Jane's desire to be a track star. Since each of them have different interests, the content in each of their Adidas catalogs would be different. In David's case, our catalog would focus on Basketball Central Adidas products, while Jane's would focus on track. So how do we do this? First, we start with Stephanie. She is our database research administrator who is in charge of managing our data mining team. She receives a customer database from the client, and the team works to cleanse and validate the data. Then, this data is sent over to our social media and branding research team, which is led by Jen. She uses our proprietary algorithm to gather social media information such as interests, purchasing habits, and demographics on the consumers. This information, combined with brand researching, allows us to determine the type of content that needs to be in the catalog for each particular customer. And that's where Will comes in.
Cut! You call those margins, man? First rule of design, fix it. Now!
He's our content director in charge of leading a team which produces all of the media such as photography, videography, and copy that goes into the catalog. Once this is done, we are ready to deliver our personalized catalogs. Based on email open rates, we can determine if a digital format is efficient. If not, we provide consumers with a printed format. If a consumer receives the printed format, they are able to access our rich media through a QR code. But none of this could get done without the leadership of our president, Chloe. With her background in organizational leadership and supervision, communication, and layout design, she is able to oversee the production from start to finish by working closely with the team. So why invest in PersonADlity? There is a growing demand for personalization in advertising. Studies have shown that 71% of consumers would prefer personalized ads. We offer companies a way for their brand to stay relevant and valuable to their target audience through advertising by ultimately converting it into a positive experience. With your investment, we will be able to move into the beginning stages of development and take the first steps towards changing the advertising industry. Consumers have personality, and their ads should too. So remember, don't generalize, personalize with PersonADlity. For more details, see our attached business plan.